Jack Schlossberg, he deleted all of his social media accounts. And everyone on TikTok is really, really upset. Somebody on TikTok ran into him on the street.
First and foremost, yes, he's okay. But, he's going through it.
Somebody did write in this week and said that the reason allegedly that Jack left social media was because his mom asked him to chill out because he did allegedly make some comments about the Shrivers. This person says that Caroline doesn't care what most people think, but does care deeply about Maria Shriver. According to this person, again, I didn't see this, Jack made some comments about Anthony Shriver and Patrick Schwarzenegger. This person says that Jack said that the nonprofit Anthony Shriver operates for disabled wasn't real. He was mad at Anthony for supporting RFK Jr. and he dumped on Patrick Schwarzenegger, said he should keep his grandparents' name out of his mouth. He showed a text he got from Patrick and told Patrick he did not want to talk to Patrick in private. This person says that Maria was upset. That's Patrick's mother. I don't know if he'll come back. I have a feeling he will. Maybe he just needs a minute to cool off. I had said a lot of what he posts is trolling the audience, but this seems a lot more serious, but hopefully he'll come back.
What have you found either from your own experimentation with playing around with social media platforms or even just from listening to and consuming the products of some of the people you may totally disagree with works?
Yeah, I mean, I have like a few thoughts. I think one is the internet is like a nuanced destruction machine. And so there's no room for qualifying anything ever. Don't waste your time. If you're going to tweet something out, like make it so extreme, that you can't, that it's completely, that's what Trump does. It's like a completely clear statement. Take it all the way. And that's the only thing that really resonates online because everything else, it's too confusing otherwise. Mm-hmm. And the other thing is you have to be controversial or unexpected. So you have to be very clear and you have to be very controversial in order to break through, I think. And conservatives are good at playing with that without getting in trouble. And I don't know that we've come up with our own style of being funny and taking risks. And people talk a lot about how Democrats lost young men in this election. And I think a huge part of that is like not because we focus on the wrong policies, but because we seem so risk averse and we seem so cautious. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that in general, young men find that as attractive as a more risk on kind of say whatever you want attitude.
You tweeted,
it's all public.
True or false, Usha Vance is way hotter than Jackie O, who
that's right.
Everyone
that's my grandmother.
Grandmother.
Why would I say something like that?
There's a lot packed into that.
Creepy.
Is it
weird?
Creepy? Yeah,
why would he say something like
that?
Why did he do that?
Right?
Isn't that weird? It's his grandma. Well, that's why I did it. The internet is a place where it's difficult to break through. And it's difficult to break through, especially if you're not saying something that's controversial or at least somehow unexpected. I see that Democrats play that game not as well as we could. I use my judgment to make posts that I think are funny or silly, but have a purpose, either to make you think this guy's crazy. Why is he talking about his own family that way? But to be honest, then you get all these retweets, quotes, and everybody flips out about it. And I think that that's kind of the game that the other side's been playing really well, which is flipping people out and getting a reaction. I think that it's very important to switch it up and to take risks, because I think that's not only entertaining for me and myself as I laugh and post it on my phone, but also a good way to signal to people that you're willing to either fight for them or speak your own mind. If you're willing to say something that's other people might not get, or might engender a reaction that some people don't like.
Hey everybody, I'm trying to figure out the right present to get Donald Trump for the inauguration. So I found a really rare animal and killed it, and I'm gonna give it to him.
And this is for the rest of my cousins. I'm asking the media to ask my cousins, I have a lot of them, what they think and why they don't say anything, and what they know about Bobby Kennedy and why they aren't talking, and all the stories they have. The guy's about to be in charge of public health for the United States of America. How about you ask my cousins some real questions? How come I'm the only one who's talking out? Wake up.
This is not a fucking drill. These guys are taking over. If they don't want to talk, then you know what side they're on. Later.
You can't convince me the man who has invested this many hours in speaking up is suddenly just going to post, "I was wrong," and disappear everywhere. So something is definitely suspicious there, and I am concerned. Usually I tell everyone to remain calm about these things, but I am far from calm this time. We need to gather together, get the word out, and assemble the Avengers. I woke up from a nap today to see they have taken out Jack Schlossberg, and we need to fight to get him back. Now, jokes aside, why is his strange, sudden disappearance and his cryptic last message actually a little bit concerning to me? Well, for starters, he is one of the Kennedy grandsons who has been the most vocal against the right for the last couple of months. This man is fighting them night and day on social media, and he is a huge troll. A big part of his presence is just straight up trolling the right as a joke. And many Gen Z refer to him as the people's princess. What concerns me about this is that recently he has been more vocal than ever, more specifically going after his own relative, RFK Jr., and all of the people who are doing harm to the trans community currently. To the point where in the last 12 hours, all of the worst news sources on the right have been trying to frame him as like a complete nut job and crazy person. That's how much he has been upsetting all of them. When in reality, like, that's just him, that's his style, he's silly, he's goofy, he's a troll, we all know that. And the biggest concern for me is, yes, he is silly, goofy, this all could be like a publicity stunt, or he's just taking some time to himself. I mean, that's relatable, we've all had a breakdown or two recently. But his last post was extremely confusing and cryptic and did not feel like something he would ever write. But he took to X to say, "I'm sorry to everyone I hurt, I was wrong, I'm deleting all my social media forever, it's been fun, thanks anyways everyone."